Hi, this is Gina. So today I'm going to show you how to make melting text by using pen tool in Adobe Illustrator. Here's my finishing design. So let's get started. The equipment you will need for this project is tracing paper, a Sharpie, pencils, Adobe Illustrator, a scanner or scanning app, and most important is your creativity. So let me show you how I design my melting text. The first step is I sketch my text on regular paper. Then I place a sheet of tracing paper on top of my sketch and use a pencil to trace it. At the same time, I'm deciding where I want my letters to melt. For example, if I want to have this part melted, then I will use a pencil to draw it out. The reason I use a pencil first is because it is easy to erase and redraw part of my letters. When I'm happy with my sketch, I will use another piece of tracing paper to trace over my pencil sketch with a Sharpie. The next step is to scan my Sharpie sketch using a scanner or a scanning app. Now let's open Adobe Illustrator. The very first thing after I open the app is to make a new document. After you open Illustrator, go to the toolbar and select the pen tool. It is important to remember that the pen tool user's anchor point is to trace your image. But if you have too many anchor points, it will cause problems. Less is more. So, for example, if you want to draw a star, first you will position the pen tool where you want the first line segment to start and click to add the first anchor point. Next, click where you want the second anchor point. Note, you can use Command plus Z to undo your last move. To close the path, position the pen tool to the first anchor point that you started with. Click or drag to close the path. If you want to draw a curve, so after position the pen tool to where you want the curved line to start. When the pen tool icon becomes the arrowhead, then you can start to drag. Drag to set the slope of the curve and release the mouse button. Note, you can adjust the direction of your curve using the anchor handles on both sides. Now let's start tracing our work. Since I already have my sketch scanned in, all I have to do is trace my sketch using the pen tool. Then I place my scanned image in my document by selecting File and Place. You will just make it larger in order for you to easily trace it. And the next thing we have to do is you go to Layers, which is this panel. If you don't find the Layers panel, you go to Windows, and they will have a lot of panels that you can choose to make it appear on the screen. So we need to have two layers. The reason we use the layers is because Nana will be the first layer that you want it to be stable, that you don't want it to move at all, so you will lock it. And then the second layer is the one you trace on. Since we are using the pen tool to trace it, it's important to have a stroke line that is different color than black. So we will go to this one, stroke. Again, you can't find it, then you just go to Windows and then open it. And then we'll make the white into probably 8. So that way it will be thicker than on the line right here. And then we will go to Windows and open the swatches for you to change the colors. I'm going to use normal speed in the beginning to show how I make make my first letter. And now I'm finished, and you can save the files to the desktop. So I hope you find the video helpful, and this is Gina with the tech support, and thank you for watching.